Now, I'm sure the whole boxing world was tuning in to the mega showdown fight, highly anticipated, highly awaited, the undisputed showdown between Artur Beterbiev and DMITRYBIVOL. Now, this was going to be for 175-pound supremacy, and whoever's going to win was going to be the king at 175. But is it really undisputed if the whole boxing world is disputing it? Some people say that Artur Beterbiev won, and some people are saying that DMITRYBIVOL won. Who do I think won? I really thought Bivol won, but it could have gone either way. There was a lot of swing rounds, and I thought the fight was going to be a lot more action-packed than what it was. It's no Muhammad Ali and Smoking Joe Frazier. To me, that is still the best fight ever from any weight class. And these guys were heavyweights going for 15 rounds, and they had a lot more action than this fight. And I know it's a little unfair to compare Muhammad Ali and Smoking Joe Frazier to any fight, because I know a lot of fights cannot compete with that level of performance. The only people that actually performed like that was Roberto Duran versus Sugar Ray Leonard, and a couple of other fights, I think Hagler Hearns. But that's about it. Oh, and Antonio Margarito versus Miguel Cotto won. But that fight, it was a lot of speculation, because Antonio Margarito was using Plaster of Paris, but Cotto still gave up a hell of a fight, even though he got TKO in the 11th round. But back to the main course, Artur Beterbiev versus DMITRYBIVOL. Okay, the judges had it pretty close. One of them had a draw, one was 13-15, which I'm fine with that. But 116-112, that is very far-fetched. Was he even watching the same fight, or was he watching a past fight? Maybe he mixed up the papers with another fight from the undercards, but you just never know. But that was a hell of an event, guys. I enjoyed the whole card. It was one of the best cards of the year. So Beterbiev and Bivol did not beat the living ish out of each other, so they should run it back. Maybe not an immediate rematch, but if they want to, that is fine. It seems that both of these fighters are really high technical fighters, and they really do love fighting, so they're probably both gonna be willing to do it right away. But you just never know. Sometimes it's really up to the promoters. But Turkey Al Sheikh is all about making great fights happen. They gave us this fight, which is undisputed, and they gave us Usyk versus Tyson Fury. That's already two mega showdown fights that no other entity can do. And let's be honest, let's be real. Bivol's trainers and promoters thought that Bivol won, and Beterbiev trainer and promoters thought that Beterbiev won, and their fans thought Bivol won, and Beterbiev fans thought Beterbiev won. So everybody is kind of biased, whoever thought they won. And I'm not really biased. I really don't care. I really do think that Bivol won, because I guess he just was a little bit more technical. But the fight, I thought it was going to be a lot more action-packed, and I really did think that Bivol won, even though Beterbiev was getting the better punches and the better hits in the fight. So I do see a draw for either 1 or 115 and 113 to whoever fighter you think won, and whatever the judge is looking for, because different judges look for different things in a fighter. Some look for aggression, some look for counterpuncher, some look for accuracy. There's just a lot of stuff that you can look for in a fighter to judge them. And I do believe that they did a pretty decent job, except for the 112-116. That guy could get fired. I do gotta say this though. They were both from the same country, so it's gonna be kind of hard for somebody to be biased if they are both from the same country. It's not like someone's from Mexico and someone's from America, or someone's from Africa and someone's from India, where the judge and then the fight takes place in one of those countries. Then you would know if they're gonna be biased, the judges, to whoever is fighting in that country and is from that country. So you just never know in boxing. Sometimes they just don't get it, and they probably will never get it. But I mean, I still love boxing, and I'm still gonna watch it until I die. So like I said in the beginning of the video, Is it really undisputed if the whole world is trying to dispute who really won the fight? Or should they have a rematch and make it more clear on who won? Because if everybody says one guy won and then the other half of the boxing world says the other guy won, that's not really undisputed, is it? But I mean, it was for undisputed, I guess. These are the two best fighters in the 175-pound division. But to me, it's not undisputed until somebody wins convincingly. What I don't get, some of these fans say robbery. Robbery is when somebody clearly loses and they give it to the other guy. But this fight could have gone either way. If you say Beterbiev won, I could see why you think that. And if you think that Bivol won, I could also see why you think that. But a robbery is just a strong word in this case, because this fight, I don't believe it was a robbery. It was just a bad decision on one judge. Also, on the post-fight press conference and all the interviews they both did, Beterbiev and Bivol, they both stated that they both want the rematch and they want it to happen soon, and they want Mr. Turki Al-Sheikh to promote this fight. And I'm sure he will, because a lot of people will probably want to watch the rematch even more, because they want to see who really is on top. And they both are going to come with a slightly different game plan, because the first one didn't work correctly. So I know they're gonna come up with something different, and it will probably look a little different. But you just never know. All habits die hard, and sometimes you just go back to your old ways if your new ways are not working. Hey guys, but guess what? I ain't the biggest, I'm the freaking baddest.